Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to another wonderful session of Grammar in 1 Minute live with me, Alexander. Last week, we had a very wonderful time where we talked about Peroma College, where we came from, where we are going, and very wonderful and exciting packages that we have for you. Now, in one of our presentations, which is led by our very own Dr. Tim, he did spoke about language courses that we have for you, where we did mention that we have the general immersive English, we have the online English, and then we have the English for professionals. I believe you've had the time to really think about all those wonderful packages that he spoke about. Now, another wonderful person in the person of Miss Marjorie also spoke about the professional courses that we have for you and our short courses as well. I just want to encourage you to use this opportunity to really ponder over all that we spoke about last week in terms of Peroma College and then our products and services that we are offering to all of you. It is very, very important that you pay a critical and take a critical look at all that. It is very, very important that you do that in order for you to benefit from all that we are offering you as people. It is very, very important. Now, in our previous sessions, what we did was we talked about prepositions and then a kind and the various types of prepositions that we have. In our subsequent sessions, we look at preposition of place and preposition of time. In this particular session, as a way of recap, as we wait for you to share the links with your friends and your families, I will do a brief recap of all that we've done in terms of preposition. And then today we look at the last part, that is a preposition of place. Now we begin by looking at preposition and then we talk about what prepositions are. Where we say a preposition is a word that indicates the relationship between a noun and the other part of the sentence. A preposition is a word that indicates the relationship between a noun and the other parts of the sentence. Now, we talked about the various types of prepositions, where we say prepositions helps explains the sequence, space, and logic between the object of the sentence and the remaining part of the sentence. We again said that prepositions help us to understand order, they help us to understand time, and then they help us to understand positions. From there, we proceed to look at the types of preposition, where we talk about preposition of time. Now, under the preposition of time, we say preposition of time help us to indicate the time relation between the noun and the other parts of the sentence. We looked at some few examples of preposition of time, where we talked about in, where we say we use in as a preposition of time in relation to months, years, time of the day, centuries, and then as after a certain period of time. For example, we say in August, in summer, in 1985, in the evening, in the 19th century. Now, all these are preposition of time in relation to what we're talking about. So in as a preposition of time is used with month, years, after a certain time of the day. From there, we proceed to look at the preposition of time at. Where we say at is used after a time of the day, at a specific time of the day, so at 2:30. So just as today, our program starts at 1 p.m. So at 1 p.m., a specific time of the day. At night, at noon, at midnight. So we use at with night, midnight, and noon. Again, we use at as a preposition of time with names of meal time. We use at as a preposition of time with names of meal time. So at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner. Again, we use preposition at with age. At with age. Now, the age at which you started to do something or you didn't do something, we use at to. So at the age of 12, I was able to play football. At the age of 12, I was able to play football. I was able to play football at the age of 12. So that is it as a preposition of time when we use at. From at, we talked about on, where we say we use the preposition on with days of the week. The preposition on as a preposition of time, we use it with days of the week. So we have on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. Again, preposition for as a preposition of time, we use it for how long a period of time has been. So the period where you start something and end something, we use for to talk about that, how long a period of time has been. So I've been teaching for 3 years. I've been teaching for 3 years. So the duration, how long I've been teaching for 3 years. So these are some few prepositions of time that we looked at as a way of recap. Now, in today's series, we want to look at preposition of place. Now, when we talk of preposition of place, we're talking about two things. Place has to do with location and direction. A preposition of place has to do with the location or the direction. So let me briefly take you through this as a preposition of place. So a preposition of place shows the place, shows a preposition of place, shows the relationship of place between the noun to the other parts of the sentence. A preposition of place shows the relation of place between the noun and other parts of the sentence. Now, if you could remember, we said that we don't have specific words that are limited to preposition of time or preposition of place. Now, these same words that we use as preposition of time can be used as preposition of place. For us to understand, it is very important to look at and take the words from the context in which they are used. So, in can be used as a preposition of time, and it can be used as a preposition of place. At can be used as a preposition of time, and it can also be used as a preposition of place. So we want to look at how we use at as a preposition of time and how we use at as a preposition of place. So we start with at. Now, so when we use at as a preposition of place, it refers to a specific point or a specific place. At as a preposition of place refers to a specific or a particular place. So let's meet at the library. So at the library is a specific or a particular place. At the library is a specific or a particular place. So anytime you are using at as a preposition of place, it refers to a specific or a particular place. Again, when we talk about at as a preposition of place, we use them for event. For event, so at a party, at a concert. So these are events. So preposition of place, at, is used to refer to one, we say specific places, and then two, for event. So like at a birthday, at a musical concert. So anytime you're talking about event and you are referring to event as a place, we use the preposition at to talk about it. Again, we use preposition at For place where you are to do something, a place where you are to do something particular, we use the preposition at to refer to that. So we are meeting him at the cinema. I'll be going to meet him at the school. He is at his workplace. So at refers to a place that you do something. At refers to the place that you do something. A place that you do something. We use at to refer to that. Now let's talk about in. So you can notice that I've used at as a preposition of time, and I'm using at as a preposition of place. Okay. The next one is in. In. Now, in refers to somewhere. In as a preposition of place refers to where something or someone is. It refers to an enclosed area, or a limited area. Refer to where someone or something is inside an enclosed area. So in the class, he is in the class. He puts the pencil in the book. He puts the pencil in the book. He left his phone in the taxi or in the car. So when we use in as a preposition of place, it refers to an enclosed area. It refers to an enclosed area or a limited area. Again, we want to look at the preposition of time. This time we want to look at on. How do we use on as a preposition of time? How do we use on as a preposition of time? Let's look at it. Now, we use on being the suffix. So if you are using on basically is used to refer to surfaces. On is used to refer to surfaces. So anytime you want to refer to a place and that particular place is a surface, we use the preposition on. So on the table, which is a surface, on the table. And again, we want to look at another one. We say on the wall, on the wall. Now this on is also a flat surface. It's also a flat surface. So anytime you want to use the preposition on as a preposition of place, it's basically used to refer to flat surfaces or surfaces. Again, the preposition on is used to refer to certain sides. Certain sides. So he turned on the left. He turned on the left. On the right. So certain sides, left, right. So on the left, on the right. So Miss Marjorie sits on my left. On my left. So on is used to refer to certain sides. Again, when we use on as a preposition of place, we use to refer to floors. So he stays on the first floor. He stays on the first floor. So floors in a building, if you want to refer to floors in a building, we use the preposition on to refer to them. So on the first floor, on the second floor, on the third floor, on the fourth floor. So if you are referring to floors, we use the preposition on to refer to them. Now again, we use on for public transport. So public transports, we use on for them. So on the bus. I forgot my phone on the bus. On the bus. So anytime you want to talk about a place and that particular place that you're talking about is a public transport, we use the preposition on to refer to that. It is very important that even though all these words can be used as a preposition of time, the same words can be used as a preposition of place or a preposition of location and direction. The next preposition that we want to talk about is from. The preposition of place, from. So we're saying that from refers to the origin or the starting point of something. The preposition of place, from, refers to the origin or the starting point of something. The origin or the starting point of something. So if I want to prepare vegetable salad and I use carrots, I can say I use carrots from my garden to prepare the vegetable salad. So carrot from my garden, the origin where I got the carrot from, So from the starting or the origin of something. Okay, now I received a suspicious email from the bank. I received a suspicious email from the bank. So where did I get it from? The bank. The origin or the starting point is the bank. So if you're using from as a preposition of place, it refers to the origin or the starting point of something. Our final type or example of preposition of place that we look at today is across. Across. Now, the preposition across refers to moving in the direction of something. Moving in the direction of, moving in from one side to another. Moving from one side to another. So if I'm at point A and I'm moving to point B, we use the word across. That's moving from one side to another. Now, most of the time we often use this word, especially when we come to moving from one side of the road to the other side of the road. We say cross the road, cross the road. So in the process, we are using the preposition across, that is to move from one side of the road to the other. Now, on this note, we will end today's wonderful session here. And I want to believe that you've really taken much of what we've said today here into consideration, where we talked about preposition of place. And in preposition of place, we talk about in, we talk about at, we talk about on, we talk about from, and we now talk about across. I want to encourage you to continue practicing and keep sending in your comment, your questions, and your contributions, and I'll gladly send you the feedback that you deserve. Till then, I wish you the very best of the day. Have a fruitful week. Stay blessed. Continue practicing as always, and remember, with grammar, you will speak better. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.